So, previously on Cloudy with a Slight Chance of Dragons, our wonderful godlike heroes managed to fight and various plethora of sea creatures, then fight each other. Of course, with the help of some magics, they traveled through dimensions and got back from them, but not unscathed, at least in a psychological sense, since Agrata is going more and more attached to his sword, and now is even talking to some demons. But that does not stop our heroes from attempting to fulfill their duty and their quest, and they brave the waves in silence for the next 2 days until they stumble upon the shore. It's quite intriguing that they didn't notice it from a bit far away, but at least they have time to maneuver the ship and slightly stop it. They aimed precisely 1 day away from the city, where trusty Vythern of Agrata, Shanky, was supposed to be residing, hiding from people. And as they see the shore getting closer and closer, and they step away from the barrels of salted meats, looking at each other, what do they actually do? So folks, you're right here.
Hey.
On the shore.
So we're on the shore, like sandy beach style.
Yeah,
Oh, so like town.
it's more like not too sandy, more like vegetation and rocky beach. But yeah,
We are on the ship still at the moment.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are on the ship. The shore is, 200 meters away from you, so yes.
I don't want to swim 100 meters myself, so maybe we'll come a little bit closer and use a boat.
You can use a boat right now, unless you want to just force the ship into the shore. That's up to you, if you want.
Alas, we don't have any boats on the ship. Because there were 4 rescue boats, and I'm quite sure
you broke them.
destroyed
Yes, that is unfortunate, but you can still swim.
One thing Agratar would have done not long after the incident with Xios and the whole story, he would, looking out on the sea, he would in his mind talk to the sword and ask it, "What was that about Barrymore? Why were so startled about that name?"
When you actually speak the name, Agratar, the shivers start to come up your arm that is attached to the sword. You're not sure why. The sword does not actually tell you anything.
He nods and makes sure he remembers that thing. Very well. Maybe we come to this on the bottom of this another time.
So, can we see the town from where we are?
Not exactly, no. You can see the outline of the port with some ships, but they're really far away.
Right. So no one's coming out to meet us. Looks pretty simple. Nothing.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I think. Excuse me. Zeos would approach. Yeah, Zeos would approach Daneland. Where's Daneland on the ship? Just on deck, looking out, or?
Yeah, I think I'm looking on the shores.
Yeah, he kind of calls out. I think like maybe he still has his hands on the steering wheel, and he says, Daneland, you know of what to do once we're in the town. I suspect you should lead, as you're the most normal, so to speak. And he like kind of gestures his hand, like, you know.
Well, it depends on what we can find about the city and about the dragon. I think Agrita has some information for us we can use in our quest.
We should try to make contact with this dragon cultist, at least. But maybe I shouldn't walk into the city right away on bright daylight. We should be a little bit undercover to avoid trouble, at least for now.
I'd say you've only he says you know only his name, yes.
Yeah, the dragon said that there's a dragon cult and they would know that someone is coming. But I don't know where to search for it, especially. I don't know where. Not in detail.
He says, do they have some sort of unifying symbology, item of worship, perhaps?
Maybe.
Scouts. Good.
Maybe you dig a little bit in the underworld of the port. I think it shouldn't be too hard in this situation with the dragon and this alliance with the sea people to get a trace of the dragon cult and a trace of the necromancer's cult research, and which seems to threaten the king somehow.
He nods. He says, well, Daneland is the most experienced. How should we move forward?
Well, I think we should sail a little bit closer and then swim to the shores. Right here, away from the city. And then come closer to take a look at where the city is and what is the situation around. How we can sneak in. Maybe another option is to talk to some local villages around the city first to gather information.
He says, very well.
All right.
So,
He like pulls the ship a little closer to the shoreline.
I mean, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I think 200 meters is quite far away.
yeah,
Sure.
especially with all the stuff we have.
Sure. So how close do you want to get?
I let Daneland basically tell me where to put the ship.
Yeah, I think 500 meters would be nice. At
What?
least.
You want to go further back?
We are 200 meters to the shore at the moment.
200? Oh! I heard 2000.
Oh, no, no.
Quite far away.
No.
Okay.
Not 2,000.
200 is okay. Yeah, we can swim.
Cool. I rest
Sure.
there.
Just a question of convenience. Does any one of you lower the anchor?
When we reach the destination in the distance to the shore, that might be a good idea. Or should we let it
Just
float
asking.
away?
Just asking.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, good point.
Danelin, in your plan, do you want any of us to stay back?
Yeah, I think we can just like an anchor here.
Okay.
So the
So-
ship is waiting us still. I don't think burning ship would be nice.
No.
as Agrota advised.
Sure. Good. You bring down the anchor and you start swimming.
Can we
Yeah,
take?
I'm just gonna cast fly because I don't think swimming is gonna be a place to
Sure.
do.
By all means.
So I'm just gonna like kind of fly. I dart over to the shore.
Yep.
Do a quick like look around just to make sure like they aren't swimming into any immediate danger. You know.
Yep. You quickly, from the height that you're on at the moment, find out that there's actually a group of 4 men with fishing poles and some nets, and they are moving straight up to the shore, like to your direction.
Okay.
They're moving through the bushes and the vegetation, so they don't actually see the boat yet, but
Right.
probably they will.
I dart back and I inform, them while they're like sloshing through the water.
I
Say,
mean,
4 peasants come our way. They will see the boat.
the thing is, you might have been make a trip to scout before we jump into the water. At least Ekrota would have waited for that.
Okay.
Because if we are already in the water, there's not much we can do on halfway. So,
I mean, you probably reach the shore before they reach it, so...
but also before Ekrota would then jump into the water, he would ask him what we should do with all the armor and the ballista.
Should we build a little
Float, I think. What is this called?
Raft, yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
should we build a little raft to carry our precious findings?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Yeah, we can make it. So, do you want your ballista with you? it's quite high.
I never leave my home without a ballista.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, it's quite nice and precious. We could sell it for a lot of money. And I think as soon we leave the ship, we shouldn't get back to not be connected to the massacre there. Well, the bodies are gone, but still.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm help you to create this raft.
so could we make a raft out of the debris of the 3 boats I destroyed on the ship?
I mean, you can probably break down some
Crates.
less needed, yes, crates, or even the main deck if you want.
That might be too much, but and we could also empty a few of the barrels we for sure have on board and could
Yes.
use them for the underbelly of the raft and make a makeshift thing to carry the stuff.
Yes, yes, of course you can.
Okay.
Alright, so you are sitting on the ship, making a raft, and Xios comes back and he says that there's some fishermen that are going towards the shore, and they're probably going to see our boat. What do you want to do?
Should we wait until dark, or should we hurry on the coast? Or hurry to the coast? I don't think we should be seen here together with the ship by those people.
I think we can swim a little bit further away from the place where they probably came out to the shore, so we avoid them directly, at least.
Well, but they might have seen the ship already, and we just dropped the anchor. Might be not. I don't think we can avoid being spotted. At least the ship not being spotted.
Yeah, they haven't spotted the ship yet. They're still like
Yeah.
moving through trees and shrubbery and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, getting away with the ship now might take far too long before they reach the shore if they are fishermen.
Yeah, I think we can use raft and our created raft and just sail a little bit far away, so we do not meet them at the shore directly. They'll see this raft, but they don't see us.
Yeah. And Danelan, while you just discussing this, you take a glance at Agrota, and it seems that he is a bit distracted by something. And Agrota, the sword is just talking to you, just listing the number of ways you could actually kill all those fishermen before they reach the shore. Or even after.
Yeah, you see Agrota wagging his head from one to the other side and making a thoughtful face.
Maybe.
Agrota,
Ah,
are you with us?
Then what was? Yeah, I'm here. What's
Stop talking to your sword.
I'm only thinking.
I see it in your eyes.
I'm contemplating possibilities, Denlin.
No more killing today, please. Just please, one day without killing.
We had yesterday without killing, and the day before.
and Agrota gives you a broad grin.
Yeah. And the sword like whispers, "Too little killing."
Yeah, but good there were no whales showing up again. They were quite nasty. And annoying.
I'm sure you'll have your fight someday, not today. So, let's make our raft and sail away.
Alright. So you trying to make the raft before the man actually walk towards the shore, and then jump on the raft and start sailing away before they see you?
If that is possible, then yeah.
We'll definitely try, but if we just
I
sail far
mean,
away.
that is possible for you, since you're so awesome, but that would require like cooperation from all of you guys. And I would say that if you three work together, and you work really, really fast, you can do it. It would require all of you to roll dexterity. If the sum of your rolls is going to be more than 21, you've done it. If not, well, something's gonna happen.
I mean that.
Sixes are not gonna count in this. Basically, the sum of all of your rolls. So yeah, if you want to, all three of you, you can try it.
Or we could still simply wait. What time of day we have at the moment?
I would say it would be early morning.
Yeah, then
Like
might
this-
be-
this-
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I mean, Sias, what do you think? Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. He says, "They are but mere men. We could attempt to spook them instead of driving the ship away. But that's my only other solution outside of, well, dispatching them."
Well, if we could scare them to get away out of this area, we would have by far enough time to get on shore without notice.
Hey, Agrata, we can do it. Let's try my way, and if we failed, I swear I'll let you fight.
Okay. So, Danelan wants to make everyone roll dexterity. Does everyone agree?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Everybody roll dex. Ooh.
Yeah!
Ooh.
Fuck.
Okay, that 5 doesn't count, as I told you, but
Oh, yeah, okay.
yeah, you're far above and beyond 21. So, yes, you actually do it. You make a raft. Like, please describe me how your characters interact whilst you're making the raft so fast.
Yeah, I feel like
Bring
Zeo's
it
just
here.
kind of.
Just, Agrata, I just command, Agrata, you're so strong, please bring these 4 barrels at once here, and so I tie them up, and then another 4.
Okay.
I'm
Agrata
trying
reminds-
to tie
is
them
reminded
up
of,
with
yeah.
rope as fast as I can.
Okay.
I was reminded of one time when they assembled a trebuchet on the battlefield, and it also had to be very quick.
Okay, so Agrata holds a whole bunch of barrels, Danlin handles the roping, and Xios, what does Xios do?
He anchors himself into like the center of the deck, and yeah, like his arms split into many different like little feelers, and he uses them to manipulate like many different objects that we would need to like create the raft super quickly, right? So he's
Alright.
just like moving a bunch of stuff into the right place, you know.
Yeah, and this is why you roll maximum.
Yeah, exactly.
All of us.
A whole bunch of arms just appear out of Xios, and he starts just throwing objects to Danelin, who equally dexterously just catches all of it and starts attaching it to the raft, and then all of them just jump in the water and start sailing. Thanks to the strength from Agrata, they just make their way as fast as they can. And tell me just, which direction are you going? Like north, south, where?
Northwest, maybe?
So north would be here, northwest would be here.
I mean, I think we would search a point on the shore in the northwest thing where we can go out of sight from the place on the shore where the people coming.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay, so people are coming from here basically, and you going right there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you do that, and you actually get out of sight before they leave the jungly trees,
Nice.
and you reach the shore with your ballista and armors.
Agrata, how do you want to hold this ballista with you, or should you hide them it somewhere? I'm not sure. Just not sure. What you do with this
Well,
object?
maybe we can organize a cart somewhere and bring it back to the city and sell it. Otherwise, we'll leave it here.
How heavy it is?
What?
How heavy
Oh.
it is?
It might be quite heavy. I don't know. Wait.
I think I listed the weight of this thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it's
should be.
5 weight.
Yes,
It's
yes.
a small ballista.
Oh, not too heavy.
Yeah, not too heavy.
So you can even carry it.
Not
With you.
not me. Well, I would be quite overburdened.
Yeah, about like carrying things. Yes, you can carry it. Of course, like if you'd want to roll anything whilst you carrying it, that's just gonna be an automatic fail.
Yeah.
But if you can drop it before doing anything, well, then you have a chance. Yes.
Then for now, I would try to carry it with him. At least if the other two get along with the armors, with all the armor sets while he carries the ballista. Because we have like 4, 5, or 6 armor.
Yeah,
Quite a lot.
I'll carry one, but like you could be one overweight before you start failing and stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I can carry up to 2 weight of stuff if you want to just give something to Zeos.
I mean, if we pack it in a sack, so it would be easy to drop it in case of emergency. I think.
Well, I think we have 2 options here. We can find some kind of cart in the local village and to transport it, or we can hide it and then come back at some point.
Yeah, and as you just standing there contemplating, like, how would you actually hold the ballista because it's so big, Agritar sees in the sky, already known to him, silhouette that lands straight on the deck of the main ship, and that's his wyvern, Shanky. And he looks a bit startled. He just looks all over the deck. He's just like, probably he's looking for you, but he doesn't know where you are. You see that some of the fishermen that are already reached the shore, they're pointing fingers and shouting something. Then Shanky is flying towards them, and probably he's going to murder them. So what do you do, guys?
I grin and I would watch and see what happens.
Okay. Oh, Daneland?
Agrita, do you have some kind of communication with your creature?
Agruta would maybe in his head call out for Shanky and look whether he can reach him somehow.
Shanky, you there? Can you hear me?
In your head, you can't actually reach for him.
Shanky.
I mean, you can talk to him or shout really loud if you want.
After the mind thing that doesn't work, you would look at Dan Lezer.
Nope, won't happen.
I say, I could restrain the creature.
Agruta gives you a grim look.
Why would you do that?
Zeos looks to Daneland.
And then you see as Shanky is just straight up landing next to one of the fishermen, grabs him, throws him into the air, and as the fisherman is just in the air, just yelling something.
Alright, so in this moment, like Daneland says, yes, do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is the wyvern above the ground or is he above the water?
No, he's actually at the shore. Right next to him are 3 fishermen, and above him, like straight up 6 meters above him, there's another fisherman, and he's aligning his neck in a way so the fisherman would fall straight in his mouth.
Right, but like right beneath the wyvern is ground.
Yes.
Right. Okay, yeah. Zeo's just like, you see him he's just like got that whole, like he's kind of bigger at the base, and he's got like his little shoulders kind of putting on top. He's real thin in the center.
Just start doing something?
Oh yeah, he whirls into action.
I mean,
Like he starts to spin.
at this moment, Agruta would place a hand quite heavy on your makeshift shoulder.
Think about what you are going to do. The damage is already done. The people are dead. What do you want?
I fly.
Oh,
I'm going
okay.
straight-
Yeah, he's trying to fly away.
Yeah.
And he is like quite not solid, I would say.
Okay.
So catching him would be tricky.
I know, don't
Yeah,
want
like-
to catch him.
Okay, you don't want to catch him. Okay.
Watch them slip through your big grizzly fingers, and I cast web on Shanky. And
Okay.
attempt to catch the fisherman.
Are we that near? Or can you do this on site?
I mean, you are around 70 meters up the shore, so away from sight, but not too far.
Oh, we're so close. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
not too far.
Actually, Akrita would have could have reached him with his voice. I thought we were away.
Yeah, like I
far
said,
away.
you could have just shouted towards him, but yeah.
I don't mind retconning. Like at this point, doesn't bother me.
I mean, then under these circumstances, when Sios, after his words, launches into the air, Akrita would shout in the direction of Shanky because
Okay.
he doesn't know what exactly. He knows because Sios said it.
Yeah, but
Okay.
and he just looks for a moment, like one eye looks towards you, but the other eye is still looking at the guy who's about to fall into his mouth, and then he's instantly covered with some web, which he's just like eck. He's and the guy is basically almost.
Can I catch him?
Yes, you can try using the power of your flight, which is probably going to be intelligence, since you're not directing it with any of your physical powers. So yes.
Wait, why am I stunned?
Uh,
Is there a reason why I'm stunned right now?
I presume it happened before.
Yeah, it definitely happened before, but I forget why I have the ability.
It's
I don't remember either, so...
touched you with the hand he is holding a sword, I believe.
No,
Oh,
no, I think I
maybe.
remember why. I used, I evoked risky magic.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Would you say after these 2 days of like rest at the sea, I wouldn't have these anymore? Or?
I think 2 days in the open sea with no medic, not sure.
No medic.
Another day, you'll be fine.
Oh. Ah,
So,
alright,
do you
fine.
fly like a Superman, or do you let
I
the...
super fail. What
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Alright. So first things first.
You forgot how to fly.
Something happens.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
The two was that the cast fly or cast web?
No. He
no,
doesn't
this guy
roll
rolled
for
for
casting. He rolled for catching the fisherman before he gets
Oh.
to Shanky's mouth.
Right.
But since Shanky is in the web, the fisherman touches the web as you grab him. You try to yank him away. Basically, it forms a long and stretchy, like... It's stretching up, you trying to use your force, and then it throws you back into the web, which you created yourself. Both Shanky and the fisherman look quite surprised and don't know what's happening. Others are running in fear, and as you understand what's happening, and the yelling is just deafening, you can hear it from where Danelan is, actually, and Agrita. And then you see that something else is approaching. And it's... Oh.
Oh god.
Okay.
Good.
It's a bunch of... yes. Monkey wavers.
Wait, what?
Monkey wavers.
Okay.
Let me explain to you how it looks, but let's first roll for their tags, shall we? So, they have 4 tags. Organized, stealthy, magical, of course, they're monkey wavers, and reinforced against. So, first things first, let's see what kind of magic they can do, and there's only 1 magical tag. Let's see. And it is my influence creature, of course. That's how they roll. They're monkey wavers. And they are reinforced against 1 type of damage, which is unholy, because they're so good. And there is a positive ton of them, which is measured by, let me just do this, 35 of them. So 35 monkey wavers, which is a creature that is looking as a lemur, so to speak, but on each palm they have another creature which looks like a monkey, and they wave them to produce unholy sounds which can charm or intimidate creatures.
Monkeys with monkey charms.
Yes.
Shit, that's creepy.
And they're jumping through the palm trees and the vegetation and the lianas, and they're just rushing towards the fisherman and the webbed wyvern. Seems like they either like wyverns or fishermen or something else, but they look like they want to eat.
Did they notice us with me and Agatha?
Not yet, no. But you hear them screaming like, "Woo, woo, 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 woo!" And you see a couple of them jumping near the scared fishermen, and they start waving their monkey hands, and like, "Woo, woo, woo, woo!" And the fishermen's bedazzled by the weird magics of the monkey hands, they're just standing there drooling, like don't know what to do, like, ooh, monkeys. Ooh.
I want to evoke the power of my purple gem.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
I am going to use minor teleport on myself.
Oh yeah.
To teleport myself out of the sticky situation.
Okay, where do you want to teleport yourself to?
Opposite direction of the monkeys, preferably me putting like Shanky in between me and the monkeys.
That would be like close to your boat, right?
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
Okay, cool. You do that.
It's ongoing.
Yeah, you do that. You just woof and snuffed out of the air as Shanky is struggling to try to release himself out of the web because he doesn't want to be killed by monkey wavers.
As we
How far does the teleport go? Could I teleport Shanky into the water?
Shanky into water? Yes.
Yeah.
It goes as far as you can see.
Oh, okay. It's the eyesight. Yeah. Alright.
You could teleport him on the ship.
Yeah.
I could teleport. Minor teleport's crazy.
I mean, minor
Shanky
teleport,
into the
like,
water.
it's minor, right?
Yeah.
If it's a minor teleport, you can teleport small objects or creatures.
So only small objects.
Yes. So
Okay.
you should have stated that before doing that. So you are medium sized, Shanky is large.
So I can't teleport myself?
No.
Oh man, come on. Why do you have to talk about
You can teleport one of the monkey wavers.
Ah, Serge, you just took away my moment.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But it's minor.
Alright.
So raises this crystal. Teleport! Oh, why
I just want to ask one question.
Sure.
If you still unnoticed, can I use my special move with my bow? That when I'm unnoticed, I can just shoot the creatures.
Sure, by all means.
Without rolling it.
Yeah, sure, by all means.
And I just want to shoot at once as much creatures as I can.
Okay, so you want to grab some magical arrows out of your wonderful quiver?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see how that goes.
on.
And he reaches and he grabs with his wisdoms.
Perhaps.
Ooh,
much?
not bad.
Almost perfect. If somebody would assist him, it would be glorious, but I don't know.
Is this possible?
Of course it's possible. Everything is possible. Just explain to me how you do it.
You have a lot
Yeah.
of items. You can help me. Come on.
If you can describe me how, then Equita would really do this because he knows what you're doing. So
Yeah, I think you can use one of your magical items and just some kind of a prey for help.
Basically, Agrata,
whatever.
you see as Danelan is just reaching 1 arrow, 2 arrows, 3 arrows, 4 arrows, and then just reaches in there just like, something is not going like too well. He's trying to concentrate to get more arrows, but there's like a glitch of something. What do you do, Agrita?
Agrita would go directly in front and stare him in the eyes.
Focus, Tendon. Focus.
Feels the power.
Okay. You can try to roll charisma or your bonds with Danelin. That's up to you.
Then I roll bonds because I'm
Sure.
smart.
2d6 plus 1 or whatever stat is the same. You can just roll it. Yes! You actually help Danelin, and he reaches, and he concentrates, he finds his inner peace with arrows, and loads his bow with many. So yeah. Do you want to just kill the monkeys?
Yeah, I want to save this.
Okay. Let me
Okay.
once again just describe the scene to you. Yeah, describe the scene to you. So, you look as the monkey wavers are jumping from the lianas and hoop over the fishermen, and they try to yamp their monkey palms and start to jabber some type of a song that has a weird rhythm to it, and everybody suddenly feels charmed, and they stand there and drooling, and they keep like and you feel like one of the monkeys is about to just grab the head of the fisherman and just rip it apart with its monkey palms. And then you just load your bow and just describe to me how you dispatch all those monkeys that are straight on top of the web next to the fisherman and just all around the place, on the trees, on the grass. Like, how do you do it?
I'm just concentrated for just a millisecond, and then start to load my bow with 3 arrows at once and shoot instantly, almost instantly. And every arrow kill at least one monkey, and some arrows kill several monkeys at once. So I'm doing it literally in several seconds. So all the arrows shoot at.
Okay,
And,
okay.
My bow is again empty. My quiver is empty.
Okay. So, as far as I can remember, you using a simple bow, or...
Oh no! Why?
Oh, yeah, I remember. But never mind. Yeah, cool. Yay! And suddenly, for Xios at least, as he's trying to resist the charming waves of monkey palms, the monkey that was waving its hands with small monkeys on it, all of them get headshotted. Like every monkey, even the monkeys in the palms of the lemurs are getting shot in the head. And all of them just killed by many arrows, instantly, like... Like a legion of Roman soldiers just unleashed the wave of arrows upon them.
Agrita claps and
Oh, then I'm very impressed. That was a nice thing.
and he pats him on the shoulder. So,
I think I can
great.
do this without your help. So thank you, my friend. Like
that's-
all days.
Oh, days. That's what companions are for, my friend. Let's see what Zeus is doing there.
And Shenki is trying to bite Xios through the web, but it's difficult to move its head. So it's just like...
I come to free him.
yeah,
Agrita.
first thing, free Shanky.
Yeah. So you move there, and Xios, like, you still in the web.
Yep.
Do you want to do anything about that?
He's just pulling and tugging, you know. Are they getting water? Or are they trying to muscle him out?
I don't know. What do you do, guys?
We are trying to reach Shenki and free him.
Yeah, but like, what method are you using to free him?
Yeah, exactly.
When is this a What is this net made of? Is it like
It's a
spider web
giant web,
Yeah,
which is
it's
very
like-
sticky.
I remember this scene actually. If we put it into the water, as I know, it's
Oh,
just weakened a little
Yeah.
bit, so you can cut it up.
Yeah, question is, like, how do you put it into the water?
we could
We
drag them to
can
the
pull the
beach.
shinky to the water.
Do the fishermen had buckets with them?
As you look at them, and they're just lying almost unconscious around, like blinking their eyes, like don't not know what to do. And yes, actually, a couple of them have buckets.
Then I give Denon a look.
Well, let's try it with the buckets. Maybe a little bit of water is enough to breach the net.
Yeah.
Let's try.
Do the fishermen look like they would stand up every second?
I mean, they're looking like they're regaining consciousness, but it's not like immediately. They're still waving around, just not sure what happened and what's happening still. And you can, at this moment, you can hear Shanky as he's looking at you, like, what's happening, Agrada? What's happening? Why is it so sticky? There's a blob right there. I can't do it.
I pick up some monkey and just grab close to him and say, "You can eat it while we are helping you."
We'll get you out of there.
And Ecuador gives Xias a look.
If you do this again, then, well,
And he swings his weapons a little bit and then goes with the bucket to the water.
Okay.
I'm helping Agrota with his buckets.
Okay, so Xias, you are literally stuck to Shanky as Agrata and Dalen are going towards the shore to grab some water.
Yep.
What do you do?
I wait.
Is Shinky eating this monkey?
It's actually really hard for you to push the monkey through the web, so not. He's not eating
Okay.
the monkey. Okay, so you go to a shore, you bring your buckets, and as you just start pouring your buckets on the web, it starts melting down, and you see as the fishermen are almost like sitting up, and they're just like touching their heads, like mumbling to themselves. And now you beginning to get free, Xias. So yeah, what do you do?
I pull myself away.
Okay.
And I observe, yeah, I guess. Like
So you fly
see
up
the
a little bit.
fisherman. Yeah, I think he just like gently begins to hover above the ground.
Good, good. So yes, fishermen are trying to regain consciousness, and they're just like, what just happened, man? I think
Says-
it's still a monkey.
Yeah, so he says, "If we leave now, it will be an illusion."
What?
He says, "If we leave now, it will be an illusion."
Ah.
And Shanky is quite anxious to just like get out of this web. It's just like, we taking.
I help him as best as I can.
Yeah, you do so. And finally, as he is released down to his last wing, and he's just like, finally, what took you so long?
Well, it wasn't that easy with the boat, and we had no crew because, well, I killed
Yeah,
it.
we better hurry up out of here. At least for now. We should hide.
What about the monkeys? Maybe we should get care for the corpses.
Shanky is just like, we can eat everything. I mean, there's not too much to eat here. I mean, I ate some fishermen, but they just keep on coming, so I don't know.
Yeah, for example.
I think we can hide and then the fishermen run away. We can come back.
Shanky, yeah, Shanky looks at Dalen, then she looks at at you, Agrata, and she's like, "This elf is strange. I thought he killed all the monkeys, but now he wants to hide."
I don't want to kill this fisherman. I like people,
I like people too.
but not eating them.
Why not?
Do we need information from this fisherman?
And Akron looks from then to Xios and back.
Yeah, and Xios, you just hovering above, and you see fishermen are about to start making sense.
Okay,
Yes.
Agrata, if you hide your big friend, I think we can talk to fishermen where they are not so shocked by his presence.
Now, are there trees around us, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you just see like Zeos's form just kind of twirl up on top of a branch.
Okay. So, what do you guys do?
So, if you want to talk, I think we should at least move our wyvern away from the fisherman's side. So
Okay.
I'm not afraid anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I give Shanky a look and say,
Shanky, hide in the shoreline for now.
and I give him, I blink quite, like I have something in mind
Okay.
regarding his
Yeah,
wish.
and you can take one monkey with you.
And he's just like, "You can take one monkey with you." He grabs two monkeys, puts his in his mouth, and just starts waltzing back through the shore, just like giving you evil glances back, like munching monkeys, like.
And when he already flies back, I speak up.
Stay ready.
Yeah. So he gets behind some bushes and covers, and yeah, he looks quite covered. So yes, they're not gonna notice him.
So, very good. Then I guess we wait until the fisherman.
Yeah, you not need to wait too much, since they're just starting to get up slowly. One of them is just like, "Man, what happened?" And the other one's just like, "I don't know, probably monkeys again." Oh,
We just save you.
Oh, what? Who's that?
Ekrota wouldn't stand right in front of them. He would get a few feet away and start piling up the dead monkeys on a pile.
Oh, okay, sure. You start piling up dead monkeys. And
Well, good people. Unfortunately, I was close to you to help. So, you're okay right now?
one of them just take a step further towards you, Dalen, and he's just like, "Oh man, that's mighty fine timing from you. I haven't felt that dizzy in a while. That must bring a whole bunch of monkey. Oh my God!" And he starts looking around on those of monkey corpses with arrows in them, as that Agrata just stashes them in a one big pile, just like, "Oh, how did we even survive this hellhole? Oh."
I've never seen such creatures. Are they common to this?
Oh, monkey wavers, yes, they come all the time. Usually they just spook the kill, just small creatures. But if there's a lot of them, they'll even attack humans. Usually they try to do weird things with you. You know, they wave their monkey paws at your face, and they start singing songs and stuff like that. Didn't really, like, you know, understand why they're here and what are they doing. I heard there's some weird mage who created them, but I don't know. So,
This seems to have definitely have some kind of magic, some illusion, or some kind of influence magic.
maybe. So, where's all your friends? Huh? Is this big guy like?
He's just helping me with the corpses. It's not good when the corpses are lying around.
Yeah, and one of the other fishermen is just like, yeah, man. Where's the other archers? There's so many arrows here. Like, where? Oh, there's on the boat, right? Oh, you have a boat. Oh, it's a fisherman boat. Yeah, sure it is. I think I even saw it somewhere. I'm not sure. Are you a fisherman?
We don't know. We saw.
He speaks from a few feet away.
We don't know. We saw it too on the shore.
So we are not from this boat at all.
Oh. All right. So, what brings you to the shore? It's a shiny day. Yeah. But we thought we were gonna grab some eel blobs, at least for some foods. Foods are starting to get scarce. Not many fishing boats are getting back. That's a blasted dragon, I tell you. Aye, calm down. Maybe he's not scaring the fish. Maybe the fish is scaring the fisherman. I don't know. You know, like the weird things, the giant octopus and krakens. You know. Aye, come on. They have ballistas there. They can handle it. Oh, maybe they can. Maybe they can't. I don't know. I just hunt eel blobs. It's fine.
Agrota points to the ballista he put down into the sand when he started to collect the bodies.
We have a ballista too. A little one. Well,
Yeah, but maybe we can find a dragon someday with this ballista as well.
And just like, oh, that's a mighty fine weapon for you guys. So you just came to the shore with a ballista, a whole bunch of arrows, and you just hanging out here.
we came from the north. We heard about the dragon. We came to maybe.
Oh, the dragon. It's a very unfortunate thing. Even though, I mean, I don't have anything against dragons. Hopefully, and he just looks up in the sky. Hopefully, he's not gonna kill us all. But, I mean, if he wants to eat some fish, sure, let him eat fish. But I don't know. King, for some reason, doesn't like him. It's not the king. It's a necromancer, you know. I don't know. Maybe it's a king. Maybe, well, somebody who's in charge doesn't like him. I don't know.
The king is a necromancer.
What? No. He doesn't even know magics. Does he know magics? How would I know? I didn't see the king. I don't know, man. Maybe he did. I don't know. Like, are you sure King is not a necromancer? I don't know, man. Do you want to go and ask him? No. What the heck are you asking me for? I hunt eel blobs just like you.
What is this talk about necromancers? You have necromancers in our town.
Yeah, just a big bunch of them. They're just talking to people, saying that we should not waste like dead fish and people, and like give them to experiments and stuff like that, and they're going to just like do something to make sure we have things to eat, and like we have monies for some reason. That's bull crap. I didn't have monies for 2 last months. I don't know. I didn't have monies for just 2 weeks, so maybe they're doing something. I tell you, all those mages and dragons and fish folk, like, to heck with them. Let us just hunt small fish. Just bring those krakens out of our sea. Who needs them? I don't need them. I don't eat them. I bet they just taste worse than normal fish. How would you know? I don't know. I just think so. Because they're big and, I don't know, probably they fought a lot. Hold on. Hold on there. How would you know that they fought a lot since you've never seen a kraken? Because it smells so bad from the sea.
Oh, guys, can you help us? Where's the nearest village we can maybe hire some cart to the city to transport our ballista?
I mean, we don't really have a village around, just a campsite for the fishermen. But I mean, yeah, we have a couple of wagons to just haul some fish, if we catch fish. Usually we don't, but we have wagons. Sometimes we just grab berries and some fungi from the local forest. I mean, you can eat those too. But yeah, be careful with red mushrooms. Be careful with them. You don't carry red mushrooms, okay?
What's wrong with them?
And he walks a bit closer and takes a glance around. He's like, around like 3 days ago, there came like a smaller dragon. Like, you know, like a dragon, but it's smaller, doesn't breathe fire, but still nasty. And he likes them mushrooms. He likes them mushrooms. If you have those mushrooms, he's gonna eat you. I'm just saying. Just saying. Don't touch the red mushrooms.
How did the small dragon look? I recognized him. Was there something?
Like a small dragon? I don't know. Like, you know, it has wings, looks like a lizard, and then you catch a glimpse to him, like, looking at you, Agrota, and he's just like, what's and he looks at the other fisherman and he's just like, do you see something wrong with his face? And he's just like, yeah, but I thought that's me tripping from the monkey withers. I thought that too. Do you see a red lizard face? I think I do.
Agrota swings his sword in the swings sword and hammer and says,
Well, you might be a little bit dizzy from the magic.
And
Sure, you're not seeing a lizard face.
so do you want to scare them or what?
yeah, I think so.
Okay. Cool.
Intimidate
Yeah.
them.
I get it. You don't need to roll for it. They're not that brave. And they're looking at you like, oh, I'm sure that's red box. Yep, red box, straight up. I had a cousin who had the same thing. Yep. Even had this weird lizard eyes for some reason. Yes! And they're just looking at each other like, should we run, guys? Should we not run? And they're just like, the red pox. Aye, very nasty. You should go wash your face in the sea. I heard it helps. Right there. And he points to the shore. I thought we had some, and the other fisherman, yes, some healing salves back at the camp. We should go while you wash your face. We will be back quite fast. Yeah, and he looks at you, Daneland. You should watch your friend. He's very sick. Yeah, help him wash his face.
Take care of him, for sure.
Yeah, help him wash his face. Yeah, and they're just slowly trying to back away, and they're just like, you'll get better. You'll get better. Just wash your face. It's gonna be fine.
Guys.
Yeah, just like, yeah. And waving and just slightly just not turning away from you, just still looking at you, just trying to back away.
I point to Agrita. Oh, are you happy now? Yeah. This guys.
I look in the direction. I grin at Denlan, and then I look at the fishermen. And when they, then I look in the direction where Shanky hid, and
Shanky, we don't need them anymore.
All right. So he hears you, and he stretches his wings out of the bushes. He makes a very swift flap, which propels him into the air, and then he quickly gets the wings back together to his body. So he basically propels himself as a rocket through the bushes and the trees, and jumps on one of the fishermen, then swings his wing to just make everybody else just fall and stumble. In one single swoop, just slashes the guts of one of them, then uses his long neck to just gnaw at another one. Two are still alive, trying to do something, but they're not going to get too far from him, unless, of course, Xius, do you want to do something?
No. Zeos just watches this happen.
Okay, and the slaughterhouse continues as the fishermen are pleading for help. Aye, for the love of God, stop this! And the other one is just like, you the archer, help me! Ah! Do you do anything, Daneland? His head is about to be eaten.
I don't think I can do anything unless I want.
Okay. As the blood pours everywhere and the guards start to slurp out of the crossed bodies, and Shanky is just like,
I go
I
to him
just
and pat him.
I turn to Agrita and just say to him, if it happens another time, I trust me, I'll kill this wyvern. No more innocent kills.
I give that a look.
Well, what do you want? They would have,
what is the verb to treason?
betray?
Oh yeah, right.
Or
betrayed us.
rat you out?
They would have returned to the camp, and they would have betrayed, especially me. There was no possibility to let them get away. Do you see this?
I take a look at his face and I think we should find some kind of a mask for you, so you're not afraid anymore. People around.
Maybe.
Well, maybe I should stay a little bit back, at least.
Yeah, and Shanky just finishes his meal and he looks back at Agrita and says, "Oh, sure. What do we do now, boss?"
What we can do with this pile of monkey bodies?
Yeah. Search the bodies.
Oh,
We'll search the bodies and then we will head to the port.
so 33 monkeys.
Yeah.
And people.
What
Well, at least
what we
those
can
who-
do with what we can take from monkeys?
I mean, that depends. Okay, so are we going to do it like the last time? So we multiply it by some number?
just please don't multiply for armor anymore because the more tagged armor has,
Yeah.
the worse it is.
I mean, we could be divided by 2, maybe. Then we would have double the
Yeah.
tags and 16 things. Or how do you want to do it?
I'm okay with anything.
Or we actually take the 32 things and hope for trinkets.
I think anyway we should throw away a lot of things because of their weight, maybe.
We need more
but at
than
least
one
we
card.
Okay, okay. Let's say this. We would make, since it's, if we're going by 32, we would just say, we divide it by 4. Make it 8 things. And, since there's so many shits, I would say that 2 of those 8 things could be things that you would try to ask not Farius for, specifically. Like you ask specifically for something, and then we roll for good, neutral, or bad, and that would determine how close is he going to get to what you asked for. So yes. So now we roll for 6 things that are multiplied by 4.
Sounds good.
So loot number 1.
Oh.
So it's going to be 80 D10 of monies, of jewels.
Could be good.
So 80 D10 of jewels,
Come on.
which
Nice.
is 436 in the money equivalent, but they're just jewels. A lot of jewels. They don't weight, but there's a lot of them. Like, we'll say that at least 40 of them. So yes.
Then you don't have any gold too, right?
Yeah, we waste.
He's the only one who didn't lose. How much gold has Sears?
I don't think I lost any. Let me go check. I have 42 coins and jewels worth 58 coins. Actually, no, I have jewels worth 258
Yeah,
coins.
right. Then I would say we. Then you take jewels like 200, and I take the rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. As you spread the jewels, you loot another bunch of monkeys. And by loot, I mean just crush their skulls, gut them, and try to check their entrails for valuables. And you find a set of armor! Who would have thought? Which, for some reason, has... I would say, I mean, we could go with 8 tags, because why not? So 8 tags of armor.
Another set.
So
Remove clumsy, please.
nope. So armor, awkward, worn, reinforced against, holy, too clumsy. I would say it would be for armor. Awkward, worn, and clumsy. Holy, of course. It's going to be reinforced against 2... no, actually. 4 types of damage. So electricity, sonic, earth, and unholy, of course, because it's holy armor. Makes sense. And we reroll 1 tag, which is probably not going to be clumsy. Oh, it's too holy. No, we don't do it. We don't do too holy. It's another bunch of armor. Okay, 6 armor then. So 6 armor, clumsy, awkward word, reinforced against those 4 things, and holy.
What does it mean that the armor per se is holy?
That means if unholy creatures touch your armor, they're gonna feel pain.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I don't need this
Well, we could
in my collection.
we could add it to the pile of armor. We have to summarize. Like,
Oh yeah,
because
it weights
we have
3.
6,
Yeah, it weights 3. So 3 weight for this particular armor. Now, on to the next.
Yeah,
You
mine's 6.
crush more monkeys, you splash their guts all over the place, and you find a quest item.
Nice.
I am very tempted to say it's monkey shit, but it's not. It's not monkey shit. It's actually a very distinguished tube, which contains a scroll of some kind. Of course, if you wash it a little bit, you would just open
Yeah.
it and have some interesting knowledge of some opportunities, of which there would be 8. Or at least 1 big one. If you read the scroll, of course. Now, on to the next. We have 3 more. So the 4th thing is once again a set of armor.
Nice.
I mean, you guys, you have to start having armor. Come on. Like 12 tags. What could go wrong?
We can open
Yeah.
So you see, it's holy as well. All those monkeys, they have holy armor. So it's
but very clumsy.
1 armor, 1 armor, 1 armor, 1 armor. I would say 4 armor on this one. It's holy, it's clumsy, it's awkward, and 1, 2, 3, 4 tags to reroll.
Imagine that would have been a 6.
You should get rid of this.
Okay, it's immune to 2 things. Poison and unholy. Ooh, that is quite potent. That is quite potent, definitely. And reroll 3 more tags. Warn. And reroll 2 more tags.
But we have to might have to fight against necromancers.
Okay, reinforced against 4 things. Let's just say this. Fire, piercing, sonic, and bludgeoning. And just 1 more tag. Just 1 more, which is not going to be clumsy. Okay, fuck it, it's 8 armor.
Nice.
So, 8 armor, holy, clumsy, awkward, immune to poison and unholy, reinforced against fire, piercing, sonic, and bludgeoning, and weights, I would say 3 as well.
It's quite nice. If we could.
David,
get rid
are you
of it.
Uh,
recording this?
I am, yes. I do hope you're making notes or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 more things we have to loot for. Hopefully monkey guts are gonna be really potent. Oh,
Ooh, nice.
a manuscript that can contain spells or knowledge. I would say, since we multiply it by 4, it's 12. Who wants more spells? Serious.
I think.
Well, I feel like we should do the knowledge.
Yeah.
It's up to you. It's up to you.
The first knowledge we got from this other scroll was quite valuable with the All-Father thing, and
Yeah, we have questions like about
All right.
lots of stuff. So knowledge.
Yeah, maybe this another
Oh,
part
actually,
of
wait,
this
can I-
prophecy.
Well, hold on. Before I say that, I can just pick any spell. Is it any spell I can pick?
Yes.
Oh, we're going with spells. Spells. Can I pick spells of like? Am I limited to any specific list, like at all?
No.
Can I dip into divine territory?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we're going with spells.
There are 12 on it?
Yes, 12
Holy
spells.
fuck.
Holy monkey gods! We have a scroll with 12 spells!
Can only Sears use it as a mage, or
I mean, do you want to be a mage? Can you cast spells?
I can't cast spells.
Okay.
Oh well, yeah.
I mean, you can read them. You can read them. They would be very interesting reading for you, like 12 spells.
Well, here, oh, this is fireball. What does that do? I don't know. It doesn't do
At
anything.
this point, since there's so many different spells, and as far as I can remember, Xios even had like previous manuscript, and soon he's not gonna be having fireball. He's gonna have, I don't know, fire beads of extreme chaos that kill people with their awesomeness. It's probably gonna be level 9 spell, and he's not gonna be able to cast it, but he can have it if he wants. If he wants. Alright. And the last loot, but probably not the least. For fuck's sake!
This is knowledge.
16! I repeat to you, 16! You can have another 16 spells if you want.
Another question about the manuscript. If I use the spell, do I delete it, or is it just like I could prepare it again, right? Just by looking over it.
Oh, you can basically just put it in your book or something.
Right. Yeah, that's what I thought. What does the rare tag mean in this case?
In this case, number of spells, and we just multiply it by 4, which equates to 16.
Yeah, well, I could get a lot of stuff. We could just go with the straight knowledge. I have a lot of. I could do a lot with 12. I don't feel excessive.
Yeah, let's do knowledge.
Okay,
Dylan?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
good. And the last things are 2 that you can directly ask from your good friend, Naltharius,
Wow.
and we'll see how he's going to deliver it.
The one thing I was thinking about for a long time
Okay.
is to something that has a power of nature, because I'm a god of nature, you know.
Power of nature!
Yeah, I want this power back.
Okay.
Something that
So,
can command.
could you please be more specific?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a god of chance, and you're gonna have a power of nature of, like, going to, I don't know, making people go pee or something. Power of nature. So, please be more specific.
Maybe something that can call a tornado or something like that.
Something that can call a tornado.
Yeah, or maybe command the wind, or
What, the wind?
command the wind.
Command the wind.
To call a tornado or just a small wind whenever you want.
Okay. So, you want something that can control wind.
Yeah.
Okay.
A breeze. Or
Okay.
a storm.
I get you. I get you. So, we have to determine how good is he understanding what you're asking him for. And if it's good, you're gonna get just the item you want for. If it's neutral, it's gonna be something that's a bit appropriate, but not too good. If it's bad, well, you'll see.
You will know if you use it.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. And yes, it's definitely. I would say it would be. Yes. The bag of winds.
Cool.
You have a bag of winds, which if you open it, there are 4 winds inside. And you can command them to do 4 different things if you want. And together, if you use them all 4 together, they can create a tornado. But if you use them separately, they can create small winds, stuff like that. So yes.
Oh, okay, great. Do we have do it have some kind of usage per day or something?
Yes, of course it does. I would say, since it's a magical item, and we're gonna go by the logic of magical items, it's a D3, so let's say 1 use per day. Yep,
Okay.
done. So, anyone else want to ask something from the old man, not Farius?
I mean, I would have an idea at least. Something like a cloak disguising the wearer, not making him invisible, but making him look. What is it called?
Human?
That he's not noticed far that much from his surroundings, and that it disguises the form. So a large lizard dude would look like common human guy.
Yeah, yeah. The cloak of normalness.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly.
Good,
If
good.
none of you have another good idea.
Sears, do you maybe have any ideas?
Oh, you can hear me good. I was
Yes.
just about to start like writing down spells. What's he want? What's the?
So the deal is you can ask not Farius for basically anything,
Okay,
which is an item, of course,
right.
and then we roll for how well did he understand you, and determine
Oh.
like what kind of an item you get.
Okay, is this each person?
You have 1 more. Danelan already wished for a bag of winds, and he got it. So yes.
So Agratar was asking for like some like a magical artifact that just makes people like not pay attention to him.
Yes,
He's
yes.
just-
Yeah, it disguises the true form of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
think,
like I could
everyone
just
can
cast
use it.
invisibility on you. Like
Yeah,
if you want to go that far.
It's not the same, I think, because
Yeah, I don't want
it's
to be
still
invisible.
visible.
Yeah.
Invisible
See,
giant lizard.
The idea is that if this works, Akira wouldn't have the problem, especially in the current city, but overall that he wouldn't be noticed that much, and he could interact with people normally without steering so much trouble.
Can it be not just a clock of normality, but some shape-shifting? So you can use
Oh.
to shift to any form you want them to see.
I think a shapeshifter thing would be a lot better because I could totally
Yeah.
see Surge like, you know, you're trying to get his attention, but he just ignores you. He doesn't even notice you're there. You know, like I could see that coming up. I think
not
shapeshifting
that
would
evil,
be a
come on.
lot. Hey, we're dealing with not Farius, all right?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, shapeshifting would be indeed a good and more versatile idea. So,
So-
shapeshifting into something else.
Okay, we have an idea about an awesome clock of shapeshifting. Any other ideas, Xios?
Maybe like you could have, I don't know what item it would be. How do we? Maybe you could have like the scale of the blackest dragon, and when you whisper someone's name into it, the person will come to you.
Sure.
Oh, so you mean if I or someone else knows a name of a person, you can teleport it to you?
Not teleport.
Well, no, like yeah, they will travel to you, like without any real explanation, right? Like they just feel compelled to, to go this way, right? Maybe you could do that. Like if you were trying to do battle with a certain thing and they're just like not, it would bring them to you, so you could kill them with your sword. Compared to
to force attention, so to speak.
Well, yeah,
I mean, I could
shape-shifting more.
The thing is, in
maybe.
battle, I can do something similar with the horn. Actually, this is the effect if the horn goes wrong, the people attack me instead of each other. So I see limited use for that.
Sure.
Okay. So, what's it gonna be? Come on, man.
Cloak, guys.
Yeah, I like
Cloak.
it.
Okay.
We can use everyone can use
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Cloak of what? Shape-shifting or?
Yeah, I would say. Yeah.
Okay. Cloak of shape-shifting coming right up, and Nefarious is totally gonna understand your request, and it's gonna be a cloak of shape-shifting into a monkey waver.
What?
It's gonna be a cloak of shape-shifting, and you can shape-shift into a monkey waver. Enjoy.
Oh. That's funny.
Oh.
They are not that big, right?
Yeah, they're not.
Like monkeys.
They're like monkeys. Like lemurs with palms of two monkeys who sing songs.
Nice.
And can you sing sounds?
No.
With this shift?
No.
Interesting thing is
They can just be that form.
And you can shapeshift back, I hope.
I don't know.
Come on, it's not bad. It's neutral. Can it?
I mean, you can never be sure. You asked the guy for a shape-shifting clock. He got you a shape-shifting clock. Come on.
Maybe we should try this on someone else. Well, but yeah, it's neutral. It's not bad. So
Yeah.
it's nice to have. I will take the.
Can we use it on a wyvern?
Can it put on a clock?
Yeah. Why not?
It's not a wyvern cloak.
It's not. So that answers your question. It can't put on a cloak. So no. So yeah, that's what you have.
How many uses?
Yeah, let's check for that. Why not? That's gonna be this 2 uses per day.
I mean, if you can't shapeshift back, that's not a question. But well, if you can, then
I don't know. Maybe you just shapeshift into a monkey waver, then pass the cloak to somebody else. They also shapeshift into a monkey waver, and you're done for the day. And after a few weeks, there's gonna be thousands of monkey wavers all around, and you're gonna start taking over the world like Agent Smith and Matrix, just turning everyone into a monkey waver. Because why not?
Yep. The reign of monkey weavers has begun.
Okay, sure, let's do it.
Would you like to take on this cloak?
I don't think so.
Ah, just kidding.
We better try it on you first, so
All
people are
right.
not so
So. Still, you got an item, which is a nice thing of a scrolly thing, which contains 8 quest opportunities that are small or 1 big one. The same goes for a manuscript, which can be really big, of 16, or like 16 small things. So what do you want to do with those?
I would say big. What do you think?
Go big.
Yeah.
Both things.
Yeah. Why not? We have two big things to care about.
Okay. So, Xios. I presume you picking the spells, right?
Yep.
Good. So, you guys are opening up the scroll that does bear the very recognizable mark, and it reads the All-Father's Will. And as you start reading it, it becomes clear that it's probably related by what you read before. Something like this. And yes, indeed, it starts almost the same, in a prophecy-like sense. When the All-Father is going to see his deeds come undone, when he's going to cast his own children down to the mortal world, when he's going to use his power to trick everyone for the last time, then he's going to sign his will and pass his power to someone who is going to be worthy. But there's a trick he can make to keep the power. And the only way he can do it is to bargain with the one who is going to be worthy. If he accepts the bargain, that is. But how can you actually refuse a deal that is offered to you by the all-powerful God?
Wow.
Yes, that's the end of it. So, you put down the scroll, and even Xios sees the noticeable symbol of a wolf head on the mark. And yes, both Danelan and Agrata look to be puzzled by what they just read.
Everyone looks at Dan and
We should maybe ask Nefarious the next time whether he knows what the wolf's head means.
Yeah.
Or maybe look in the library somewhere.
This is exactly what I was thinking about with the first scroll. We'll see. And what is the next one?
Next one gives information. And you tell me what you want to know about.
We know about, we should know about everything about the dragon cult.
Dragon Cult.
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright. That then is going to be the letter from the Grand Cultist himself, named Barnabas. And he writes, "To you, my fair mother, I write the most precious information I can ever share. I write to you about my obsession. The dragon that quite recently graced our shores with his presence. I even know his name, which is Ashag. A graceful creature, full of knowledge and wisdom of the olden times. I started talking with it during one of my great trips to the mountainous shores of our homeland. It didn't eat me instantly, probably because I'm so scrawny, as you always like to mention, but I guess maybe it just wanted to be talked to and maybe admired a little bit. Sooner rather than later, some of my fellow scientists did join me in this endeavor, and we shared our knowledge. He was mostly laughing at us, since we don't really know too many things about mechanics or astronomy or nearly anything that he knows about. But he, I guess, grew fond of our humorous relationship. By the time that we started sharing some ideas, he already shared a lot of knowledge with us. And the most important thing is that he feels that the power of weird necromancers that trying to affect the king and holding the bargain of return of his beloved wife to life with the power of their unpure magics, that's just low, if you ask me. But worry not, mother. We have a plan, and me and our most trusted fellow scientists are going to create a society of sorts that is going to be dedicated to furthering the enlightenment of our people. Of course, we're not going to be accepted too much, and since the sailors started attacking the dragon, he just protected himself by roasting them all on their own boats. But it serves them right, if they're not willing to talk. But I digress. I'm going to send towards you one of my trusty colleagues. His name is Jules. And yes, that is he. He has a very specific look, and I'm sure you're gonna recognize him immediately. He's red-headed, but his beard is white as milk. He also has a very peculiar way of walking. He stumbles a little bit. He had a broken leg. So yes. He's going to approach at your house and try to get you to safety. And worry not, we're not going to do anything harsh or unthinkable. We're going to follow a good plan that was specifically concocted with the help of the Great Dragon. And he says that very soon we're going to have a champion which is going to be powerful enough to overthrow the necromancers. At least in our town, that is. So until we meet again, and I'm sure that's going to be really soon, your loving son, Barnabas.
Nice.
A lot of information. Oh.
One of the fishermen doesn't look like red hair, the white.
No.
Okay. And there's no old woman under the fisherman?
No.
Okay, that's good.
So at least we don't kill her.
that would have been embarrassing. So. Oh,
Yeah.
damn it.
That would have been embarrassing. But you think that somehow this letter that supposedly been in possession of someone ended up in your hands because, of course, everything that you loot from creatures is tweaked by nefarious.
Yeah, true.
So you can thank this old pal for what you got.
Thanks to not fairies, we have quite a lead here now. Now, should we bury the bodies in the forest a little bit? Or should we leave it to the crabs?
I think we can leave it as is, and especially we can see this massacre around. I think we cannot hide all the signs, so hopefully anyone who finds such kind of pile of dead bodies think about some weird creatures, not just 2 or 3 people doing everything.
Yeah, and the bodies look like a creature killed them.
Agrita gives Shanky a grinning look.
Yeah, and he's like,
Creature.
what?
Yeah. This leads us to the question of what we can do with Shanky. We cannot hide him in our way to the city.
Well, maybe for the beginning I will stay with him out of town. Oh. At least until we scouted a way into the town, or maybe a connection to the dragon cult. Maybe they know ways into the city without being seen.
Yeah, well.
So,
They have to go, I think.
well, if the monkeys are still piled up, Agrita would undo his former work and spread the corpses over the beach, not looking like someone piled them up.
Yeah.
So you're just throwing monkeys around.
Yeah, so
I mean, they're already gutted, like some entrails are getting stuck in the branches as you throw them. That looks like they were being killed by a hand grenade, no less. Or at least a very powerful shockwave spell.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah,
No one would see a connection to us.
makes complete sense. And what you going to do with leftovers from the fishermen?
I would say we leave them between the monkey bodies.
Yeah, we mix the parts. Some kind of
Good idea.
some kind of weird cocktail.
Good idea. All right. Let's do that.
And then I would say we head in the direction where where this fisherman camp might be. Well, at least in the direction the fishermen might have came from.
Okay. Do you want to try to retrace the steps, trying to find some broken branches or maybe some pathways through the forest?
Well, yeah, I'm definitely looking for such things.
All right.
Good
Are
thing
you
we
are you going to enlist the help of your trusty panther, who is quite disgusted by those monkeys?
Because I think she was a little bit shocked by everything happening around.
I mean, at this time, she's not shocked anymore. She's just like, whatever. Another day, another massacre.
She has been to hell and back, so
Yeah, at
Yeah.
least he's not covered in blood.
Not impressed, Panther. Just like she's there, she's not impressed. All right. Good. So you want to hunt and track, don't you? Good. Let's see how that works. That requires wisdom, and you can add the help of your trusty Panther with a +2. So yes.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and roll wisdom, and we'll add 2 to whatever result you get.
Wow, Liana, help me to find this trail.
And she's just like, yes, yes, it's obvious. there's some broken branches, and then it's here, then it's there, and here you go. There's a clear path to some encampment. And you see, there's a smoke there, so that means they're making something. Hopefully not fish. At this point, I hate fish.
They're fishermen, come on. They're not hunters.
Yes, and Shanky, meanwhile, just moves a bit closer to Agratar and says, can I eat the cat?
Well, that might be the only one you should not eat, because Denon would be quite pissed. And he's very good with the bow, so...
Then he looks up. What's that? And he points at Xios, just looking through the scroll there, just meticulously writing arcane symbols into his book.
I stroke the stroke Shanky and say to him, not very loud,
Well, that's the mage who got you caught and herself in this nasty web. And I can assure you that was the last time I did this. So, you're good.
Okay. So,
Be careful, he can do nasty stuff.
okay. So what do we do?
Well, we search for this fisherman camp. Maybe we can get, well...
I mean, it's like 200 meters away from here. Like this way. And he points there. I mean, I just saw it when I was flying here.
Oh, well, that was easy.
Yeah?
Agratar cries off at Den and he was searching the bushes.
Denon, it's over there!
Quiet. Please. Have to concentrate and find this trail. Oh, come on. It's obvious. We can trail it.
Yep. You're trailing it.
So
You're
for
doing
now,
perfect.
Stay in the area. Maybe watch from above, but make sure you're not seen from everyone in the area. Might be the best to stay under the radar for now.
Shanky looks at you and he says, should I go to a cave then?
Might be a good idea. Maybe you can also, if you find a shack, you can also stay with him.
I would pass on that.
Sure, you know what to do. I trust you.
I guess meet you at the cave. It's right next to the city, in the mountain. I mean, there's only one mountain next to the city, so yeah. It's quite high up, but I'm sure you can make it.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, or at least shout something. I'll just come
Let's
down.
do this.
And I think we can just bring our ballista to the same cave, so it's safe.
Yeah, I would,
Shanky, can you carry the ballista without trouble?
You're just like, yeah, but why would I need a ballista? I can.
Well, we don't want to leave it here, and it might be still of some use in the future. It
Sure.
would be quite useful.
All right, I'll take it.
Great, that's good. Thank you.
Sure. I guess. See you tomorrow then.
See you then. Have a good flight.
Yep.
Be careful.
He jumps next to a ballista, grabs in its back paws, makes a very swift whiff with his wings, which brushes harshly over Xios and Agratar, and then he takes flight.
I wave at him.
Yay. So, Xias, are you finished with the spells?
Yep.
Good.
Do you want to list us what kind of spells you have?
Sure. Zeus has learned 2 accounts of divination, 2 accounts of revelation, 1 account of prophecy, a storm of vengeance, true seeing, chain self, gift of spells, locate object, telepathy, and truth telling.
Good.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Well, what's divination? Revelation?
Basically, in short, basically one of them's like I can ask about a certain particular thing, and I can like get information from the GM about it. And revelation is like I know exactly what to do in this exact moment. I get +1 ongoing, like during the thing that's happening.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice. Useful stuff.
Yep. Indeed.
Alrighty then. You make it towards the encampment, and the first coming there are, of course, Danelan and his trusty panther, Liana. And he indeed sees a dozen of various fishermen sitting along 2 wagons, and there's indeed a campfire which is roasting 2 rows of fishes attached to long sticks. So they indeed had something to eat.
A fish.
Yes.
I take a look at Liana.
And she just...
More fish.
Yeah, she's just like... I guess... Why not? At least we're not starving.
Yeah, I like your mood.
How much fishermen are there? Can we see them without? I think we approach without them without being noticed at the moment.
I mean, a couple of them notice Danelan and Liana, that's for sure.
Oh, okay.
If you're approaching slightly from the side, then maybe they wouldn't notice you. But yes, there's at least a dozen of them. Maybe some more inside of the wagons, but you're not sure.
Oh, those are larger wagons covered?
Oh yes,
4 wheels?
yes.
Okay.
Two wagons, quite big.
Yeah, maybe I just give a sign to Agrita to stay away.
Yeah, I stay
now.
absolutely back.
And-
When we see the first traces of the encampment, he would stay back.
Okay, cool. So, if you approach, like, do you approach Danelan?
Yeah, I come close and
Okay.
hail them from a distance.
Cool. So one of the fishermen starts moving towards you. He waves his hand and he hails towards you. Like, "Ahoy, traveler! What brings you here? Are you here to fish?"
As soon as I hear that, I like dive down behind a tree.
Okay. So what do you say, Dylan?
Hello, folks. How are you doing? I'm just traveling around and trying to find the best way to come into the city.
Oi, then you're on the right track, mate. It's around like a half a day from here. I mean, of course, if you're traveling through the forests, it's gonna take you at least full day. But maybe if you wait a little bit, some of the folks went to the shore for a short trip of fish. When they gets back, we'll load up the wagons and travel down the road. You can take along with us.
Well, unfortunately, I have to go early. And speaking about the wagons,
Yeah, what about those?
do you have some kind of wagon, empty wagon I can rent or something?
Rand?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah, No,
It means he's gonna give you money, Jules. Come on. He gives you money, you give him the wagon. Isn't that how it works? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, so you wanna buy me wagon?
Well, how much it can cost?
Yeah, Rob, how much can it cost? Well, I don't know. Like 15 coin? Yeah, for sure. No. It's not how a wagon costs. No. I think it's 25. Oh, yeah. Yeah, mate. 25 coin. It's a very good wagon. Made it myself. I mean, I understand if you don't have all the money right now, but if you have some relatives in the city, we could just maybe wait, go there together, and you get the money, I can sell you a wagon. Come on. And then he leans to one of his friends like, are you sure 25 is alright? Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Well, guys, the thing I just need is to transport something heavy to the city, possession of mine, and then get rid of this wagon. So maybe I'll pay you 10 coins and get wagon back to you as soon as I transported my things into the city.
I mean, if you want to just do haul your wares, or you can just wait till our mates come back and just throw it back and we'll just go together.
No. Unfortunately, I'm in a hurry. So I need to be transported right now.
I don't know. Hey, folks, does anyone know need to go to the city right now? Everybody just looks at each other. Nah, not really. We just arrived.
10 coins. You can buy a lot of fish.
And one of the fishermen just looks at you, sniffs his nose a little bit, spits at the side like, phew. Our folk doesn't buy fish. We're fish for fish. That's what we do. We're fishermen. We're not some fancy-pansy guys with coins or whatever. We don't have like big cats or whatever it is. We're fish. And everyone is just like, yeah, he's telling the truth. We're fish.
Well, you can probably buy a lot of fishing poles or maybe a net, a good net for fishing instead.
A good net for fishing is not bought, it's made. Yeah. Yeah. Old Philip is telling the truth. Yeah, tell him, Philip. I'll tell him. If you would only try to buy things, you would never feel them in your arms and carve the fishing pole and make the hooks. And only the hooks you make with your true heart can catch the hefty fish. Yes. Yeah, and they are quite riled up by the speeches and the professions of their own. So, yes, they feel like you a bit insulted them with this rhetoric. So, what do you do, Daniel?
So, I think you do not need money for anything, right? Bad day for me. I think I'll go on my foot. And I'm just looking with slight hope.
So what's your angle here?
Yeah,
I mean, at
If
this point,
anyone can transport me,
at,
please,
at this point, like,
for 10 coins.
you understand that they're waiting for their friends to come back, and then they're going to go to the city. But you also understand that their friends are not going to come back.
Yeah, I know.
So it's gonna raise questions. So what do you do?
So, okay, I'll go and buy this for 25 coins, I think.
Okay, so as
and-
far as I can remember, you only have jewels, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, so you pick a nice jewel. Like, what is it? Like, is it a diamond, a ruby? What?
some kind of a ruby.
Ruby. Okay.
ruby.
Okay, you pick up a ruby, which is like, how big is it?
Well, I pick up the smallest one. from
Okay.
what I have.
You pick up a small ruby, just a tiny droplet of the precious stone, and you walk to a guy and you say, "Yeah, I'll buy your wagon," and you give him this thing, and he looks at it. It's just like, "What's that, mate? Like, is it a berry or something?
It's a gem.
What?
Gemstone.
Gem? You mean like, oh, it's," and he just starts twirling it in his fingers like, so, like my granny makes a jam out of berries, and then what did you do with it? Like, you left it on the sun and now it's like, and he tries to poke it with his fingers like, and now it's dried out and it's weird and sparkly. Like, what? Where's the gold, man?
It cost at least 25 coins in the city.
What?
So, yeah.
Guys, have you ever bought dried up gem? No. I eat gem while it's fresh. Why would you eat a dried up gem? I don't know. He says it's worth at least 25 coin. Who's perverted enough to eat dried up gem? I don't know. I mean, man, I can trust you that it costs some coin, but I don't go around in those circles, you know, those high folks that pay money to be, like, I know, humiliated or something. Like, I don't do these things, okay? Like, you can have this back, but we deal with coin, okay? No, like, weird shit.
Okay, another deal is I sell this in the city and bring you coin as soon as I transported my things.
He just starts scratching his head like, looks like he needs some convincing to do. Like, do you want to say something more? Do you want to roll charisma? How do you want to do it?
Hell. I can say that I can bring you 30 coins, but I don't have them with me, so I have to sell this in the city first.
I mean, you already said that. Yes.
No, I said 25 and now...
Oh, now it's 30. So
You need to convince them why they should trust you coming back and give them.
Yeah,
gold
exactly.
after. Because they don't know you, and as far they know, you could simply leave with their wagon and never come back, and they would stand there and have nothing.
exactly. So there's no guarantees. So I'm just saying, if you want to roll charisma and try to persuade the guy, you can, or you need to say something that's more convincing. And yes, what's the question, Xios?
We've traveled a distance, but I'm just making sure I can't see any of the monkey people corpses from where I am, right?
No.
Okay, continue.
Good. So, Danelan, how do you want to approach it? More persuasion or some rolling?
Well, I think I'll try with charisma roll.
Okay. Let's take our chances and be as charismatic as we can, because we are all shiny and good as the elven god of nature, even though slightly withered by travels in a mortal shell, but still, still. Okay. Something happens.
Very bad.
Oh.
Teleport to the city.
That is interesting indeed. And as you're trying to convince the guy, and he's not actually convinced at all, you see one of the other guys. He's twirling some kind of a rock in his arms as well. And he's just like, you know, I had this thingy, you know, like I found it on the shore or something after one of the ships crashed. Like, are you good at selling those things, eh? And he extends his arm towards you, and you can see that in his palm, like he is holding it in a completely open palm, like it's at least, I don't know, 20 centimeters in a diameter, and he holds up a giant sapphire. And as far as you can say, this thing worth at least a 2,000 coin, that's for sure. At least. And that's because it's rough and not like being worked on.
I definitely come and look closer a little bit.
Okay, so you walk closer to the guy, and he's just like, "Yo, you're saying you can sell those things or something?" I mean,
I think this one is valuable. Where did you find it?
on the shore after one of the boats crashed. Like, you know, most of the folks, like, they took like monies and gold statues, and I just found a stone, sparkly. You know, I like it.
Do you want me to sell it for you?
Sure. I mean, I can give you a lift towards the town. Don't have too much to do. I mean, are you sure you can sell it?
Yes, I'm pretty sure I can.
Okay. All right. Let's go then. I'll just, and he starts to move to the other wagon, which is standing slightly to the side, and he takes a look inside, and he's just like, "Come on, folks. Just, I'm gonna make a short trip towards the city with this guy. He says he can help me out a little bit." What? Come on, man. You can play cards right there next to a campsite. Come on, yeah. Move out. Come on. And it takes like a couple of minutes by at least 4 other men just exit the wagon. They look at you a bit grumpy, Dalen, and then they continue to the campsite, put a barrel, and try to sit around it and continue to play cards. And yes, he attaches the wagon to the horse and makes a wave to you so you can jump in.
Yeah, as I can say, we should take some possessions of me and into this wagon. So we have to first to pick it up.
Sure. Where do you leave it, man?
It's nearby. I can give you directions to it. Just give me a minute.
Okay. Sure. I'll wait a little bit.
Yeah, I'll be here in a minute. And I ran towards where Agritar is,
Okay.
and just to ask him if we are going to bring ballista with us, or we'll leave it.
I mean,
Like,
Shanky
you
took
saw-
took the ballista.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we have, as far as I see on my notes, we have at least 6 sets of armors. We have the 2 you found on in the entrails of the Kraken, I think, the very beginning.
Yeah. Somehow I'm wearing 4 of them. I believe,
Yeah, that-
or 3. Yes, 3 of them.
Oh yeah,
So-
3, and then we have 7 overall. Then we found 2 in the aftermath of the big massacre from last session, and now we found again 2 sets of armor.
Yep.
So we're and you for sure don't have them all with you.
I can bring only 3. I have in my inventory,
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah, okay.
as for the rest, we can bring them to the wagon. I see.
Yeah, but we can't walk to the camp to the wagon in open.
Yeah,
I mean, you
the
can
thing-
track them.
Yeah, the thing I'd like to discuss with Greta is how to put everything in the wagon and at the same time do not scare this nice man.
Thing is, you could.
I can bring it myself, but you should be also inside, right? Or you just want to stay here?
I mean, well, Xios could fly above, but the thing is, we don't know how far away the
find
city is.
something to hide your red face.
I
Maybe
have a
to cover
cloak,
with something.
but
Do you
maybe
have something you can use?
yeah. Oh, I mean, I have the cloak from the wasteland, so that might have a hood to at least hide from a first glance. Well,
Hello?
I mean, it's obvious that it's a large dude.
He means a fur cloak
Yeah,
from Cara Dune.
and the idea would maybe that you start alone with the guy, and then dropped.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I don't think it did. Oh, out of the roll 20, yes, but... Say something, Jalen.
Ellen? Ah, I hear noises.
He's making noises. That's good.
He's loading up the stuff.
Speak to us, Daneland. Speak. Speak the words. Okay.
Oh no.
I guess we take a break. Yeah.
So.
A break. Coming right up. And we back. Yes. So, whilst Agrata and Daneland were discussing how to haul all their armors back onto the wagon and transport it to the city, Xios was just floating towards them to tell them that...
Yeah, so before I, just because I have to ask questions, I get fucked. Like, are we out of sight of the peasants? Basically?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so you see Zio's kind of like hovering towards you, and he's like a mess. Like, you see his azure, he's not even like caring to like blend into the environment. Like, pieces of him are just like kind of dripping off and like kind of, like scuffling their way towards the mass that is him, right?
Good.
And you see his face kind of form, and he says, I need some time to rest. Should I go back to the ship?
I don't know whether this is a good idea. It might be. Well, you can get out of the way if someone approaches.
Wait, what'd you say? Can I get out of the way if someone approaches?
No, I would have been concerned if someone else would have said that he wants to stay with the ship,
Right.
because I think there might become someone around in bright daylight. Someone sometimes see the ship and maybe investigate.
Yeah.
But Steers, above all, would be able to get out of any attention.
I say, so you're heading into the city.
I think so. I will stay back and maybe join with the guard when it's on the way and only the one guy is there. Maybe we can make this in peace without stirring up some trouble.
He says, should we come to the way? Yeah, I say, like, if you do find those you are looking for, how will I know? Should you return to the ship in 2 days' time? I could mask its location.
I'm not sure whether this is a good way to return to the ship. Maybe you come to the city and we might meet in the 2 or 3 days at the cave where Shanky stays. Might be a good spot to meet in private, hidden.
Yeah, he nods at that. Says, Dalen, what think you?
Yeah, Daneland,
dot.
what do you think? Hopefully you can speak.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I can. I think Chaos can wait on the ship and maybe join us. How much do you need to rest? 8 hours or so?
I only need 1 more hour, but you guys are going into the town, and like I don't know how long you're gonna be in there. So Avatar and I were like talking about meeting in the cave. Yes.
Yeah.
That Shanky was using. In
Yep.
2 days' time.
Yep.
Hopefully he didn't eat you.
I mean, I
Yeah.
spoke with the gang about this, so they should be clear enough for the time.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so,
So I'm okay with it.
He nods, and he darts off
Good.
towards the ship.
So as he does that, we do move to the conclusion of today's session.
Ooh, can I just do one thing?
Okay, do one thing.
Can I? Alright, I want to prepare spells. I want to
Okay.
end on a juicy note, that's why.
Okay,
So-
juicy.
Yeah, juicy.
Bring the juice.
Yep, I will. So Zeos, like a big old, deep blue droplet splashes onto the deck of the ship, and yeah, he frantically like pulls out that book, and he starts like trying to memorize the arcane symbol of some spells. An hour passes, right? He's like just kind of, he's like writing it constantly, practicing it like on the side as he's just like scanning the thing. And I am going to prepare prophecy. And I'm going to prepare prophecy. Magnitude is it's half of the spell's level, right? Okay, so I'm going to produce do prophecy and invisibility.
Okay.
8, and I can do one more. And fly, which is 2. Which I get +2 my level. Yeah, okay. So prophecy, invisibility, and fly.
Good.
And I'm going to cast said prophecy.
Good.
So what we see is like as soon as he like kind of it clicks, right? Like he spent enough time with the sigils and like the mechanisms, like the locks in his mind are just kind of like breaking apart. They're coming apart as he's understanding the spell. Let's see here. I didn't write down the exact effect, but I'll find it real quick.
Sure. And whilst you finding the effect, I would describe what's happening meanwhile in this hour with Danelin and Agrata. So Danelin, among with his friend with Big Stone, they are riding on a wagon, and Agrata, meanwhile, found himself under the wagon, just holding down, letting the sword just wave back a little bit. And yes, he's under the wagon, being unnoticed so far as they are moving towards the city. And we switch back to Zeus.
So we see Zeus, as the spell comes together, he kind of like makes this kind of ornate like chair out of the paint, and he slouches back in it, and he looks completely like he looks at ease, but he looks like tired. Like he looks woefully tired. He slouches, and he has like one arm, like elbow, like on the arm of the chair, and the chair has like a bunch of these like spider legs that kind of come out.
Okay.
Like just kind of creepy, and they kind of come around. And they start like, they touch the little ends together, and they kind of pull apart, and they're starting to make this image. So for the mechanics, I get to name something that's a threat to me. That being Agratar's sword.
Okay, cool.
The GM will reveal one aspect of a danger they are involved with. It could be a grim portent, an impending doom, someone else connected to that danger, a custom move, or some other detail that gives you insight into how to stop it from achieving its goal.
Okay. Done. Yeah. So you want to stop the goal of...
Oh, you cut out.
Yeah.
So you want to stop the goal of the sword, of cutting you into small pieces? Basically.
I guess like what I'm using this move is like not to just protect myself, but just like to stop the sword altogether.
Okay, good. So I presume you look at the sky, right?
At the sky?
I don't know. What do you look when you're slouching?
I'm looking at like I'm looking at the little spider legs that are like weaving this image, right?
Okay, cool. So I presume they can change color, so it would be easier.
Oh yeah, they're making like various images to put together, like
they're
crafting the prophecy.
Good. So you see an elf, a very ornately clothed one.
Yeah.
He looks up at the sky, and then a very shining being is descending towards him. He looks blinded for a moment and turns away, and he looks back, and before him you see a person who you consider to be Allfather.
Okay.
And he says something to the elf. You don't hear what. Elf looks really upset at the moment, but then nods and proceeds to move somewhere. The scene shifts, as you find the elf in the bowels of some very deep smithy, a forge of some kind. And he pours metal into a form, and you recognize the form. It is the form of this sword. The metal, despite it presumably being really hot, is black as night, as if he's pouring down some black liquid, but for some reason you know that it's metal. He pours it with water, he shapes it with hammer, he heats it up again, then he picks it up, puts a knob on it, steps through some kind of a portal, and you see his figure approaching a lake of fire within hell itself. He puts the sword down, it hits up, and he goes out through the portal, but he finds himself into some frozen dimension, and he stinks the sword inside of a surface of some ice mountain. Finally, you see the craftsmanship being formed and made. Then he takes a few swings, stabs back. The scene shifts again as you see the sword is being given to the All-Father. He admires the workmanship and then tells something else to the elf, which upsets him completely. Some time passes and you don't know how can you actually say it, but you feel like thousands of years have passed. And you can see the elf sitting at the market square, feeling really down with himself, not understanding of what he's actually doing with his life at the moment. And all you can hear is just banter of other merchant and hagglers at the market. And the last phrase you can gather from his hearing, he looks to the side and there's some very energetic guy there who's yelling something like, "The greatest alchemist of this land."
The what?
And then it just cuts down.
Alright, so I took some notes about the vision.
I hope you did.
Yeah, I did. So what is the thing that, what is the insight that helps me stop the sword from achieving its goal? I presume it would be the elf, but like in what manner?
You know who made the sword.
Okay, so I know the elf. Do I know him by name or just by visual?
Visually.
Okay. You'll have to give me a description at a later point. Okay, cool. Awesome.
Wow.
Alright. Sweet.
And
We're
now...
gonna cure your Agatar. We're gonna cure you.
Probably.
I really have to remember not to metagame this on. But well, no, I will be careful. So.
Yeah.
No worries.
Okay.
And Andrew can stop me if I do too hard.
Don't worry. Even if you metagame, I'll find a way to screw with you. Don't worry.
Yeah, exactly. I'm worried about that.
So.
Then you find a way. I'll find our ways too.
He just starts killing every elf he comes across.
Yeah, the purge.
Elf.
So let's ask ourselves some questions, mates. First of all, did we learn anything new about the mortal world?
Yep.
What did you learn?
Monkey lemur things.
Yeah, sure.
And that fishermen don't might not know about precious gems and stuff.
Oh yeah, and the creed of the fishermen. They have to hand make everything yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Put your heart
This is
into it. to
the
get the
most
best fish.
important one.
Exactly.
The creed of the fishermen. I like this. That's nice. Yeah, true
Good.
story.
Good. So I presume you didn't finish the quest.
Nope.
Too bad, but there was a lot of loot. Did you prove yourself capable to achieve ascendance?
Yeah, not really.
Nothing too epic this session, but yes.
Except some shooting, but
You
it's
did
not-
kill some monkeys, yes.
Quite
Yeah.
common.
Some common monkeys. Okay. So, we go to alignments. So, Xios, I don't think, except for yourself maybe, you didn't put anyone's life at risk.
That's not very neutral
Shanky.
evil of me to put myself at risk.
Yeah. So I don't think
I
it
mean,
applies.
he put Shanky's life in risk.
Uh,
Well, actually not.
That's
because,
not the spirit of like.
yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, when you netted Shanky, the monkeys weren't there. So at the moment of the netting, there was no threat. So.
Yeah, exactly. So, Agrita, I don't think you intrude any conventions this session.
Not yet.
And Danelin,
I saved the Shanky.
I would say yes, you participated in saving Shanky from the web.
Yeah.
Yes.
You cared
And of
about it.
course, who can forget the monkey wavers? You
Yeah,
just
you
destroyed
cared
all of
about
them.
too.
You are the scourge of the monkey wavers.
Yeah.
You can add it to your titles as a god of nature,
Okay.
of course. So that does count. All right.
Nice.
So I hope you all noted the experience you've lost, but you did do some cool things this session. So I'm thinking it was good.
Like,
All right. So I wouldn't delay Danelin for any longer if he has to go. And we are going to finish this part and hopefully continue next week with a
Yes.
fresh and start and no roleplay banter. We'll see.
yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
Jeremy?
and